The Appellate Division Courthouse on East 25th Street in New York City is beautiful in a kind of grandiose, classical way. One of the art pieces that was placed on the top of it in 1902 was a depiction of 10 lawgivers representing a variety of world cultures. In the early 50s, all 10 of these statues were taken down as part of a renovation project, but only 9 ever made it back up. The 10th statue, an 8-foot-tall depiction of the Prophet Muhammad, was shipped off and basically forgotten. According to reports, it was last seen in 1983 lying on its side in a stand of tall grass somewhere in New Jersey. The statue was first erected in 1902, and it went largely unnoticed for more than half a century. Then in the early 1950s, a number of Muslims, including the foreign ambassadors of Indonesia, Egypt, and Pakistan, saw an article about the impending renovations and sent letters of complaint to the courthouse. They didn't want the statue of Muhammad reinstalled, they wanted it destroyed. To us, that may sound like an outrageous request, an infringement on free speech, but at the time, it wasn't seen that way, and the courthouse, on the recommendation of the U.S. State Department, removed the statue. If you take from the equation the political context that modern-day terrorism and fear-mongering have created, the decision to do this and the request that led to it seems totally within reason. Let me explain. The statues of the 10 lawgivers included those important cultural figures, Moses, Confucius, and the Prophet Muhammad, among others, to express an idea. The idea that humanity over thousands of years has evolved from lawlessness to order, from ignorance to understanding. The statues were meant to represent the grander view that we, the people of Earth, are getting better, that we're getting more compassionate. In that respect, removing the statue of the Prophet Muhammad not only makes sense, it's proof of the idea that the initial piece of art was created to represent. It shows that we can be more compassionate to each other, that we can have a broader understanding of other people and other cultures. Which is a good story, but it's a story that's not finished yet. According to reports, the offensive statue in question wasn't actually destroyed like the embassies had requested. Instead, it was put in a crate and trucked off to a stone company in Newark, New Jersey, then ostensibly lost outside of supposedly being seen in that field at one time in 1983. The point is, we may have been ready to remove the statue from a building in 1955 without much fanfare, but we were still a long way off from fully accepting the need for cultural sensitivity, and we may never get there. Right now, in the hallowed halls of the United States Supreme Court, hangs another depiction of lawgivers. This one shows 18 figures instead of 10, and it includes more modern lawgivers like Sir William Blackstone and Chief Justice John Marshall. But it also includes older figures too, like Moses, Confucius, and yes, the Prophet Muhammad.